left my $250,000 a year job and now built a $1 million brand. And so then once the business scaled and grew and we hit, I think it was $500,000 in revenue, ChatGPT took my job with Claude and Gemini. We have rent escalation. So the way that we negotiated the lease was, it was a little bit lower in year one, which was last year. And then from year 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's rent escalations every year. Rising costs with tariffs. It was crazy. It still is a little bit crazy.
So today we're in Old Town Alexandria, staying in one of the most popular areas of Alexandria, Virginia, right outside of DC. We're visiting Eliana Curated today, which is a jewelry store. They make affordable jewelry, really nice pieces. She actually gifted me one of her pieces that's affordable for everyone. Her story is something that you're gonna wanna listen to. So let's go in here and meet Angelica, the owner. So again, thanks you for having us. This is actually a really cool video. I was looking forward to this one because it's way different than any other industry we've ever done, right? So we've done restaurants, we've done different types of food, a hair salon before, but jewelry, right? And when I think of jewelry, I don't really want to go in a jewelry store because everything I think of is going to be way out of my budget, right? It's going to be super expensive. But what I was really surprised for is when I came in here, I saw really nice but affordable pieces at the same time, right? So when you got into this business, did you get out of it from a passion of buying jewelry yourself, or what kind of jewelry to start?
So we wanted women to feel elevated and to feel elegant and chic and sophisticated and like have confidence when they're going out on a date, out to brunch, at work. So we wanted to have attainable, everyday, elevated jewelry at price points where you could like treat yourself, but it's not breaking the bank, you're not going into debt.
Yeah.
And so our price points are reflective of an everyday elevated collection for the everyday lady. And we have men that shop with us too. That bracelet looks amazing on you.
Cool story. I came in here, she gifted me this bracelet. At first I was like, no, I don't need it. But you were just very generous to be able to give me something.
It looks awesome on you. It looks great against your skin tone. It pops.
Yeah, with the browns, with the blacks, it kind of pops out. You guys let me know.
And you look everyday elevated. It elevates your outfit.
Yeah, it really does. It really does. I got a little bling on each finger.
You look
on each
so
hand
good.
here. Yeah, thank you.
Of course.
But before you got started with jewelry, what were you doing before this?
Yeah, so I spent 18 years in tech. I worked for 3 DC-based tech companies and one out in San Francisco. And I was the head of customer success in tech and had an amazing, almost 2-decade long career. And then I joke, ChatGPT took my job with Claude and Gemini. And so we went all in on Eliana Curated, and I left my $250,000 a year job and now built a $1 million brand.
So you were already doing well, you're already making a lot of money. When you were saying ChatGPT, was it that they let you go at some point, or
Well, I think for a lot of tech companies, specifically now, there's a reduction of workforce because you can automate so much using AI tools, and you can streamline and be more operationally efficient, and you can scale quickly because of all of AI, both generative. And so, yes, I was let go, but the best thing about being let go is that things fall apart so better things can come together. Exactly. And when one door closes, lots of windows open, or in our case, when that door closed, an entire brick and mortar opened in the heart of Old Town Alexandria.
Everything. Yeah, because, for most of the people that I know, it's like when they start a business, it's because, well, I've been in the industry for so long. You took this as an opportunity. You didn't let the tech layoff or anything like that bring you down. You could have gotten into another job that was also in a similar field. Now, who knows how or long or the security that you would have had at another position, but you decided to start this. Was it that you, in the back of your head, always wanted to do this, but you were comfortable where you were at now? Or is it like, hey, I gotta find a new move, and then jewelry just came to your mind then?
Well, I always knew that I wanted a professional corporate job, hence why I spent 18 years in tech working at very professional tech companies.
Yep.
But we started the brand 5 years ago at Eastern Market here in downtown DC, and we just wanted to see if there was a market demand for upcycling these vintage designer buttons into earrings. And we saw there was a market demand. We continued popping up. 250 pop-ups later, we expanded to Boston, Massachusetts. We pop up all across DC and Bethesda and Mosaic and Clarendon and Arlington and here in Old Town. And then we opened up the brick and mortar. So it was a perfect combination where I did not want to move to my 5th tech company.
Yeah.
And as you know, you should always bet on yourself. And so I betted on our brand, our family, and myself, and it all worked out.
Yeah. But working with your parents, right? Family businesses don't always work out. Did you already have a great dynamic with them before this? Was your mom or dad in the business industry, or like where did that come about?
Yes. So yeah, we've always had a great relationship. I'm an only child, so my mom picks up the phone on the first dial. I've never once been sent to voicemail, is the joke I make. And then they moved here from Michigan 6 years ago for my almost 6-year-old daughter. So they relocated here, and they were too young to retire. They were in their mid-50s. And so I'm like, let's see if we can create a jewelry brand with these upcycled vintage buttons that we make into earrings. Let's see if there's a demand for it. And my parents were the ones doing the pop-ups. Like, they did 50 pop-ups the first year, then 100 pop-ups, then 200 pop-ups, then we built out a team. But they needed a post-retirement project, and we all have our different specialties.
Yep.
So Jeffrey, my dad, he was the original maker. He was the one that figured out how do we take the vintage button and remove the shank from it, and sand it down and use resin to make them into earrings. And he did that for the first 5 years before we brought on a full production team. And my mom is a sales goddess, and I am focused on growth and scalability and expansion and customer experience.
I'm guessing a lot of your successes is a teamwork, right? From between you and your parents.
Oh yes. Yeah, when I worked my full-time tech job, they were the ones popping up. And I was the one doing everything behind the scenes from a marketing perspective. And so then once the business scaled and grew and we hit, I think it was $500,000 in revenue, then I quit my tech job, and then I joined Eliana Curated full-time, and then I expanded us to Boston, opened up the brick and mortar. We're looking at expanding to Savannah next. But yes, they built the foundation, and then once I saw that there was like rapid growth and expansion opportunities, that's when I jumped ship.
Now there's different price models within jewelry, as you know. Why did you pick these certain price models rather than picking pieces that were $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 a piece?
Well, we love our fine jewelry, and I wear fine jewelry. I have my Rolex and Yermans here, but we also like everyday elevated pieces. Like, I love my rings here. Some are solid gold, some are diamonds, some are moissanite. But I think it's important to do like high-low, where there's space for fine jewelry, luxury jewelry, but there's also a space for more attainability and everyday elevated. And we wanted to make it more welcoming and not just for the 1%ers. But you could be a 1%er and still shop here, but you could also be like, just need a pep in your step and get something cute for yourself without going into debt, and you just feel good and look good, and it gives you confidence.
What are the different types of products that you sell here?
Yeah, so we became famous in DC for these vintage designer buttons that we upcycle into earrings. So they all have 14 karat gold filled posts and backs. So the part that goes in your ear is hypoallergenic. Okay. And then after 5 years of this collection and customer requests, about 3 months ago, we launched our upcycled vintage designer button necklace collection. So they are on 14 karat gold filled over sterling silver chains. So the chains are all triple dipped in gold. All of the buttons are stamped in the back, and we add in hoops and we upcycle them into necklaces. And then about 2 months ago, we launched into bracelets. And then as of last Friday, so literally 5 days ago, we launched our ring collection.
And
these are brand new. And I mean, customers have been asking us to expand from the earrings to necklaces, bracelets, and rings for 5 years, but we just stayed true to our sweet spot. Right. And with the brick and mortar, with the storefront, with the boutique in Old Town, we're like, okay, now is the right time to expand the product line and give customers what they've been asking for half a decade.
How do you have a technical mind, but then you have a creative mind at the same time?
In tech, there's a business function that's very important called customer success. Yeah. And customer success, you oversee the customer journey of the tech that they're purchasing. So you're overseeing the implementation and the go live and the expansion and the renewals. So obviously, I am not a coder, but I was always in customer success. So I always had a customer-facing role to help the customers implement their software, launch their software, make sure they're getting ROI on it, make sure they're realizing their full potential, and then working towards renewing and expanding them, which is more aligned with, I think, the personality you're seeing right now.
So you're one of the faces of it, like if you talk to the customers.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly.
That makes a lot of sense. So we have a few pieces over here, gold, silver. Do you have some best sellers or, type of jewelry that customers tend to buy the most?
Yes, so we have also a really pretty solid gold collection. So for the customers that want their forever piece, they love a roped solid gold bracelet. You can wear it by itself or you can pair it. Customers really love a solid gold necklace. You can hit the shower, hit the pool. As you know, gold is waterproof. You can wear it with everything. But very dainty pieces, you can wear it to work, you can wear it to a bridal party, wear it to wedding, travel, to your hot girl summer to Europe. So our gold collection is really, really popular in the store. Our other best-selling collection is our Everyday Elevated. So the price points here are between $32 to $58, so very reasonable. And people love mixing, matching, and layering. So they'll take one of the bracelets here, they'll stack it. The bracelets are all stainless steel, so they're waterproof. So you can hit the beach, hit the pool with it. You don't have to worry about taking it off in the shower. And people love layering the bangles with some bracelets. And then this necklace is super popular. It's a stunning, stunning pendant on a really pretty chain. And then we source our pieces from all over the world. So some are coming from Japan, some are coming from Korea, some pieces are coming from Thailand. And we have really great designers that we work with there to source it.
And the Asian market is a very popular area for jewelry, to source jewelry.
Yes, we have a Italy collection of Nomination Italy that is all handmade in Florence, Italy by local artisans. Okay. The Nomination Italy TikTok has made that go viral, so that's really popular. That's in the back over there. And we have freshwater pearls. Being in Washington, D.C. in Old Town, everyone loves a good pearl collection, so we have really cute pieces of rings and pearl bracelets and some pearl necklaces over there. So Nomination Italy, TikTok made these composable bracelets completely explode, but you basically choose a waterproof stainless steel base and you choose the links and charms that commemorate where you've traveled to, your hobbies, your interests, your pets, your kids, special milestones, and then you make your own bracelet. This is huge in Europe, huge in the United States. And then we have more of our Everyday Elevated pieces that are sterling silver, freshwater pearls, a lot of waterproof pieces to hit the beach, at the pool. And then we also have a curated art prints. And the art prints are really cool because you can put them in your powder room, in your closet. Moms buy it for their kids' rooms. And they really just elevate a space. It's like a little Parisian energy. They're really feminine. They're great for Zoom calls, background calls on if you're working hybrid.
How often, obviously this every day, so means that you can just wear it casually on a daily, but do you also have people come in for hey, I have a special event coming up, can you help me with this? And do they technically, customer know what they want, or do they want you to help them based off of maybe some suggestions that they have?
So a lot of women are very decisive.
Okay.
They know exactly that they like dainty or they like a statement piece. Some people are less is less, some people are more is more, so they subconsciously gravitate towards the more is more, less is less pieces. But yes, I just last week had a customer DM me. She wore our earrings to her wedding at the Wharf in DC, and she took photos and sent me the full gallery from the photographer of her wearing our button earrings. There's a customer in Ohio, I love, her name is Katie. She also wore our earrings to her bridal shower, and then her mom contacted me.
Is the earrings right
here? Her mom contacted me and she also bought a pair. So a lot of women are wearing these upcycled vintage designer buttons, wedding day, bridal, rehearsal dinners, bachelorette parties.
That's really nice, Because, obviously for jewelry, these are special moment stuff too. I would expect that most of the time you're seeing people when they're at their most happiest, right? They're coming in, we have this coming up, we have that coming up. It's just nice to have a business where it's positive, when the interaction tends to be on the positive sides, right?
That's so funny that you mentioned that, Frank, because one of the reasons I'm obsessed with my job and my brand and my career at Eliana Curated is because every day I'm talking to people that have a pep in their step and want to do cartwheels and backflips and handstands because they're organically happy, because who doesn't want to like browse and stroll and have a hot girl walk and sip some champagne and browse jewelry. So yes, everyone that I talk to is happy and is in a jovial mood, and I love it.
Right now we're in Alexandria, Old Town. This is where people want to be, right? Like, we're not too far from DC. What would you say, like 15, 20 minutes or?
We are like 5 minutes to National like Harbor, like DC, but yes, we are 15 to 20 minutes to downtown DC proper, right, to Northwest, to Georgetown.
Right, so Arlington's right there, we're in Alexandria, you have a great location. So to have a location like this, was that a big part of why you picked this place?
So number one, we are on King Street as part of the King Street Mile. There are over 100 independent retailers. Many of them are women-owned businesses. And the King Street Mile, we're right in the middle. So there's 10 blocks to the water and 10 blocks to the metro. And then this is the number 2 place to visit in America, like Old Town Alexandria, by the travel and leisure magazines, and it's the number 5 place to live. So you have the waterfront and water taxis, you have the King Street Mile, you have amazing restaurants, amazing small businesses to shop at. It is so quaint, it's historical. George Washington had a home and office here. There's a million things to do here, but there's a reason it's the number 2 place to visit in the United States by Travel and Leisure magazine.
Just for somebody who wants to start their own business, jewelry shop, let's just imagine they're a couple years in. What would you say is the square footage of a space like this, and what is the roundabout, the range that somebody might expect, paying on a monthly basis to lease a place like this?
Sure. So here in the heart of Old Town on King Street, we have 1,600 square feet. So 800 square feet on the main level for shopping as the boutique, and we do have 800 square feet right underneath us in a lower level, which is where our production studio is, where we make all of the vintage buttons into earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and rings. So everything is handmade downstairs. The market rate for 1,600 square feet on King Street on the main drag is about $5,500 per month.
If somebody wants to buy pieces, is it normally in store? Are you doing anything online or TikTok or anything like that yet?
We love TikTok. We do have a commerce website, Eliana Curated.com, pop-ups in-store in Boston, and then we sell on Instagram stories. We're not on TikTok shop yet, but as part of our expansion plan.
What's your hope with this kind of a brand, like long term? What do you see with this company?
Well, right now we are crushing it in Boston. We are looking at expanding at Savannah this year. We are also looking at potential expansion in New York City and Philadelphia. We're obsessed with Texas. If you look at our heat map of our customers, we ship a lot to Texas. We're looking at expansion in Dallas and Houston. So at this point, we want to scale strategically based on where the customers are and where there's the right demand for.
Yeah, because going online and getting the customers to buy stuff, knowing where you ship it at is already giving you data of where they want these to be.
That's exactly right.
So for right now, you have the systems in place. What were some of your hardest moments like going through this? Because not everything can be just like as smooth as possible.
Well, leaving a $250,000 job is incredibly hard because you're not getting an ACH deposit every 2 weeks, but you have to bet on yourself. Other challenges, finding the right talent. So we are looking for people who are always like on brand, so who have a pep in their step and who are like gregarious and welcoming and hospitable, and people that have like vivacious personalities. So I'm always looking, that's hard to find someone who wants to talk to customers 7 hours a day and wants to have that like hospitality first mindset. So talent acquisition can be challenging. And the third, you saw it earlier this year with like rising costs with tariffs.
Oh, that's affecting you guys too. Because you're shipping, you're international shipping.
We ship, but we also I shipped 7 pairs of earrings to London, and I paid whatever was $150 in shipping costs, and then they're like, oh, don't forget the tariffs on it, and they're like, we can't release the product until you pay an extra $60. I mean, it's crazy. It was crazy. It still is a little bit crazy, but that was a challenge. And then, naturally, like the rising costs and everything.
Yeah. So the rent that you pay now, is it what you paid all these years, or has it been going up, or?
We have rent escalation. So the way that we negotiated the lease was a little bit lower in year 1, which was last year. And then from year 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's rent escalations every year.
they want to give you some time to build up some revenue.
That's exactly
while
right.
at the same time they have you locked in for like a 5-year period. Is that how it
5-year
is?
lease, yep, with option to renew.
And that option, is it on that last year where you can now do another 5 years, or is that how that
That's
works?
exactly right.
Okay.
You can probably renew for 3, renew for 5, whatever you want to negotiate.
Right.
Yeah.
And this most people don't know, right? Because a normal lease, it would be like 1, 2, 3 years for an apartment, somebody living somewhere.
Yes.
But they don't realize, like with the business,
Yes.
it's like when you're in, you're all in, right? You're really saying, hey, I'm gonna pay, let's say an average of $6,000 over 5 years or something.
Correct.
So,
yes.
yeah.
So it ends up being $500,000.
Right.
So you might as well buy your property.
Hey, they might as well
Buy the place.
That's the other thing. A lot of business owners, where maybe they're 15, 20 years in, at some point they're like, well, if I'm in, I'm just gonna go all in. I'm actually gonna just purchase the property. So hey,
That's
you never
exactly
know.
right.
Might get to that point someday yourself. So as a mother, you mentioned that you are not here on the weekends, but it's still a lot of work between like having a main business, working, and just having your own women-owned business. So how do you manage it all? Like especially, ever since COVID and everything like that.
One word, it's a team. So
Yeah.
my husband is amazing. He's like such a great girl dad. So
Okay.
he really helps with the girls. My parents moved here from Michigan to also help out with the grandkids. But also I have a team of 25. I have Lyndon, I have Eva, I have Gabby and AJ in Boston. We run payroll for 25 team members
25.
across
Okay.
DC, Old Town, and Boston, Massachusetts. So I'm able to spend time with the kids, but manage the business in between nap time and dropping them off at swim and gymnastics. But my husband and my parents are both very, very hands-on with the girls. And the brand Eliana Curated is named after my daughters. So it's Eloise and Juliana, and I merged it to be Eliana, and then it means God has answered all my prayers.
So what are the hours of the store?
So Wednesday through Saturday, 11 till 6 p.m.,
Okay.
Sundays 12 to 5, and then Mondays and Tuesdays, 11 to 6.
And merchandise-wise, right? Like when I'm thinking a restaurant, they have to put the food away. They have perishable items. It takes a lot, right? The items that are out got to go back in. Now, how does it work for a jewelry store? Is it kind of like you come in, you open the door, everything's already set up?
We put everything in a safe.
Okay. No, I'm guessing not.
We obviously lock up, some items go in a safe, and a lot of security cameras.
Yeah. But that way, I'm just saying, like, it's efficient, right?
It's
There are some
operationally
businesses
efficient.
where it's like, you gotta come in, set up for a couple hours,
Yeah.
and then you get it started, right? So this is pretty
You
good
turn
for
the
that.
key, open up the windows, review the security footage from the night before.
And jewelry doesn't expire like milk or something, or ice cream.
That's exactly right.
We're at an ice cream shop, and he's like, if my power goes off, all my product melted. So
Oh my
that's
gosh.
the thing.
Oh,
Imagine if that was a
I'm
thing.
having heart palpitations just listening to
Yeah,
that. Yes,
yeah.
you're right. It doesn't expire, and you can always mix, match, and layer.
So how long have you actually lived in Alexandria yourself, or this area?
I've lived in this area for 20 years. I moved here when I graduated from college in 2006.
Yep.
So it's been the quickest 2 decades of my life.
And like when you picked out this location, obviously it has a lot of great shops. What are some of the areas here that, businesses or things that a customer, might do in an area like this for fun?
Oh my gosh. So just right here, there's Paint This, which is a ceramic studio. You could get your hair blown out at Dry Bar, get your nails done. Thompson's Italian is right there for Italian food. My favorite beignets are at Beignets. ESP is one of the top coffee shops on King Street, along with Misha's right behind us.
So that's that Paint This,
Paint
right?
This, a ceramic
So what do they do over
studio.
here?
Ceramic studio.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, grab beignets, grab Italian, grab a coffee. There's Mud House is opening up. Their grand opening is next week right behind us. It's their 5th location. And then 10 blocks this way, you can hit the water for a taxi ride, drinks al fresco, lots of great bars and restaurants, boat cruise,
So it's
kayaks.
walkable.
Oh
It's
yeah,
actually
you'll be
really
there in 7 minutes.
And you actually use everything. It looks like you go to these like businesses, you get beignets,
Oh,
you get the coffee, everything.
I absolutely go to beignets.
I feel like if there's a dedicated area like this where it's for businesses,
Yeah.
right? When everybody knows that they have to go to a central location, they park their car, it feels like it helps all businesses out. Because now people are
100%.
motivated to like, let's check out this shop, let's go to the coffee shop, and everything like that.
That's 100%. I love supporting small businesses. We grab coffee at all these places. We go to Paint This with my kids. I get my hair blown out at Dry Bar. We get haircuts at House of Maine across the street. Jenny's Ice Cream is right there. It's one of the best areas to have a business, and for tourists and for residents to live in.
And as you grow your business, do you see yourself maybe temporarily moving to the location that you grow to oversee that store, like, getting bigger, or would you actually, work it from Alexandria?
We love the Chamber of Alexandria. Like, this is our first brick and mortar location, so it's like very special to us, the storefront. I'm obsessed with a building called Top of the Town in Arlington, so I can see myself having an office at Top of the Town, which I used to before Old Town. But we're obsessed with King Street, Old Town, and the community here.
Thank you for having us and everything. I mean, this has been a really cool spot. I mean, most people don't have a location that's this amazing. You have a great store, light blue like you're wearing right now.
On brand.
This
Gotta
is
be on
right
brand,
on
Frank.
brand all the time. Yeah, and especially this gift. I'm walking away with this, y'all.
Looking good.
Look
Looking
at that.
good,
I got a
sir.
signature piece to remind myself of being here, and just, you're a really nice person. So
Perfect at you.
yeah, what's your Instagram, and you have a website?
Yes, we're at Eliana Curated on Instagram, and we're elianacurated.com on our website.
Okay, well, I hope you guys have another great 5 years and
Thank you, sir.
more to come. All right,
Appreciate
thank you.
it. Thanks, Frank.
I appreciate it. Yeah.